Hey everyone, welcome to the Turd Fry Zone. I'm your host. My name is. I apologize for that. Today is actually my first day. I literally just got here a few minutes ago and I haven't been through any turd free training yet. Yeah, turd free, not turd fry. Just got a message here with a proper introduction, and apparently I'm on thin ice already. I was kind of hoping to meet Mr. Turd Free or my manager or a coworker or even a fish. Fish tank would have been a nice touch. Um, the email I got, though, just said to let myself in, make myself comfy, but there wasn't anything to sit down on, so I just had to follow the brown arrows on the walls down the hallways till I eventually wound up here in what I believe is my office. A little dark, a little cramped, but super excited to be here. So, yeah, the proper introduction. Let me read this to you here so I don't mess this up here. I represent Mr. Turdfree and am merely an extension of his all knowing mind, creative genius, and philanthropic soul. I really hope I don't have to say that every time. Hmm. Looks like I have my first assignment here. Kind of hoping I can meet the rest of the team afterwards, maybe. Let's see. Get rid of the background noise from the attached recording without noticeably affecting the talent's voice. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's open up Audacity, get the file open here. And here we are. So let's see where we are. Let's start it and listen. Yeah, it's pretty harsh noise. Click like if this guy seems all right. Click subscribe if you think I shouldn't fire him right now. Send me all your Bitcoin. Yeah, that background noise was pretty horrific. So let's get to work. We're going to duplicate the track. We're not going to work on the original. Let's mute that. Let's get to work. To find out where we start in terms of noise floor, one stipulation Mr. Turdfree had is that I need to use free plugins or utilities. So ACX Check is one such plugin. And noise floor is what we're concerned about today, and it is currently showing about negative 44.9, about negative 45 decibels. Three steps I always take for noise reduction here. One, run high and possibly low pass filters. So before I do that, let's switch into the spectrogram view to have a look at the frequencies. Yeah, you can see a lot of red down there at the bottom. That's typically your common areas. We're going to use a high pass filter to get rid of that. Okay, Prefix is going to be the plugin I use today. Great utility, free, and if you don't have it, you can just Google Prefix VST. That's Prefix space VST. It'll bring you to the site where you can download and install it, and you'll have a little control panel like I do here. So, for starters, the high and low pass filters are on the left hand side. We've got a little 12 dB per octave and 24 dB per octave toggle switch. 12 dB is more of a gradual reduction in volume. 24 is steeper, so a greater reduction in volume per octave. So for our high pass filter, we have that set right now at 80. That's a great starting point, and that will help get rid of a lot of that background noise. For that higher end, anything above 16 kilohertz, yeah, we shouldn't really affect his voice too much. Let's get to work with these settings here. And 24 again, dB per octave, 80 hertz for the high pass filter, 16 kilohertz for the low pass filter. All of the other features are, you can see little power switches, they are all off. So let's just apply this and see how things look. Okay, yeah, you can see the top end is already faded out as well as the bottom end here. And let's run a quick ACX check, see what effect that had. Negative 62.8, yeah, from negative 45 to almost negative 63. That's quite the reduction. Let's play it and see how it sounds. Click like if this guy seems all right. Click subscribe if you think I shouldn't fire him right now. I mean, that's step one. That's great and a great improvement already. So, step two is going to be noise reduction. Audacity provides a built in plugin for that or built in effect for that. To use it, let's open it up first and noise reduction. Step one, select a few seconds of just noise so Audacity knows what to filter out. So that's going to be your noise profile. So what I've done here is I have selected a region of just noise. And going back in here, and we're going to get that noise profile now. Nothing appears to happen, but it actually did create that profile. Now we're going to go back into noise reduction, and we've got a few options, few fields we can work with. Noise reduction, that is the amount of decibels we are going to be reducing the noise by. We'll stay on the conservative end, but we're going to start with about 6 dB. The more we increase that, the more we're going to affect the actual voice itself. Sensitivity, how much of the noise we're looking to reduce. You can play around with this slider. It goes from 0 to 24. I believe 3 is the default option. And frequency smoothing has to do with artifacts left in the final audio. So again, slider, you can play around with that. The biggest setting that I typically use here is going to be the amount of decibel reduction. Now, you can tinker around with some of the other settings, and by using the residue radio button instead of reduce, it will Audacity will output the audio that you're looking to remove. So you can make sure that you're not taking away too much of the character of the voice itself. But for our purposes, we're staying again on the conservative end. 6 dB of noise reduction based on 3 sensitivity and 3 for the frequency smoothing bands. Let's see what effect that has. Click like if this guy seems all right. Click subscribe if you think. Okay, so the voice still sounds pretty good. But I did notice the little breath may have been affected a little bit by that, but that's okay for now. We can always get rid of the breaths afterwards if we really wanted to. I actually want to go a little bit further here. Let's go back in here and reduce it by another 3 decibels. So about 9 decibels in total. Let's see how this sounds. Okay, that's more bearable. Click like if this guy seems all right. Click subscribe if you think I shouldn't fire him right now. Send me all your Bitcoin. Okay, so the voice still sounds like a voice. And we've got the noise reduced now by a total of about 9 decibels. Step 3. So step 1 again was running the high and low pass filters. Step 2 is applying noise reduction gently. Step 3 is applying an expander or gate, but I prefer to go with the expander. So let's head back into effect and back into prefix. Okay, with prefix open here, we've got, we're done with this section for now. We are going to power on the gate or expander section. We've got a few options, a few slider bars, and a few dials here that the dials I kind of already have tuned in here for the work I normally do. We've got threshold, negative 45 decibels is where this expansion or gating is going to start occurring. So anything below negative 45 decibels is going to be reduced or cut off entirely. This is how much reduction you're looking to achieve overall. But you can actually get a better idea of what this is, I think, with this in the negative 40 range, where you can see what this is associated with. So if we wanted to only chop off about 10 dB of that noise floor, we could do that. But for our purposes, we don't need any room tone in the background. This isn't an audiobook or anything like that. We just want a clean audio. So negative 45 decibel threshold. We've got an infinite value for the amount of reduction that can occur. And this is going to be the knee section. Very important. And for the purpose of an expander, we want this, see where it says EXP, you have this all the way down there. That basically reduces the volume at about a 1:2 or 2:1 ratio, however you want to think about it. So for anything below negative 45 decibels. So this is going to give you a nice, soft, not sudden, jerky gating effect. It's going to give you a nice, soft effect known as expansion. We've also got dials over here for the attack time, the hold time, the release time, and the pre-time. So you can tinker around with all of these, but I have these set for 1.5 milliseconds, hold at 1 millisecond. We've got the release at 100 milliseconds, so it doesn't cut off too soon and kind of affect breaths in any way. And then we've got the pre set to about 1 millisecond. Again, all the other options are disabled right now. So let's apply this. And look at that. So much cleaner than the original track. So let's play it.
Click like if this guy seems all right. Click subscribe if you think I shouldn't fire him right now. Send me all your Bitcoin.
Yeah, that sounds so much better than the original, which we'll switch back to right now.
Click like if this guy seems all right. Click subscribe if you think I shouldn't.
Yeah, very, very noticeable difference. So again,
Click
3 steps.
like.
Oops. Let's switch back here.
Click like if this guy seems all right. Click subscribe if you think I shouldn't fire him.
Okay, so very good. So again, 3 steps. 1, high and low pass filters. Step 2, noise reduction. Step 3, expansion. So certainly hope this makes Mr. Turdfree happy, and I hope this has been useful to you. If you have any questions, I'm sure Mr. Turdfree will respond to you. And with that, have a great day. Hopefully we'll talk again soon, and I'm going to go see about finding some of my coworkers and hopefully the break room. So have a great day. Bye-bye.
Click like if this guy seems all right. Click subscribe if you think I shouldn't fire him right now. Send me all your Bitcoin.